Hello, this is Nice Wonder of the NOWMAN Show, and I'm here with Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks. Cenk, we just saw an amazing debate. I mean, that was outstanding. What's your take on that right now? It's come right out of that.
Thank you. I loved it. I love an exchange of ideas. I love being able to clarify what people's real positions are, and so it's a great format for it. It's fair. He's got a mic, I've got a mic, and I thought I did a decent job of at least presenting our point of view. I know everybody gets bunkered down in their positions. I hope people came into it with an open mind and maybe learned something new.
And I want to talk right now about the elections because that's obviously on all of our minds. And you were so spot on when you said the most important things are the primaries and what goes on after the general election and not really the general election. But that being said, it looks like we have two presumptive nominees, right? Mm-hmm. So between the two, who is really going to get things done, for instance?
Well, look, I've said for a long time in the primaries that Hillary Clinton is the no-change candidate. So that doesn't change now that she's the presumptive nominee. On the other hand, Trump would be disastrous change. So I'm not going to vote for change just for change's sake. I need the right kind of change. So they've put us in a terrible bind where we have to either vote for no change or horrible change. And so if those are your two choices, then I'm going to vote against the horrible change.
Well, some people are asserting that if we do, let's say, presumptively get a Donald Trump president, that might actually keep the congressional and the Senate blue or Democrat or more progressive for decades to come. What do you think about that?
I don't want to roll dice with the Republic. I think Donald Trump's a dangerous guy. He has strongman tendencies, autocratic tendencies, and I don't want to put a guy like Putin in charge of our government.
So do you feel that Wolfpack is part of the movement, the progressive movement going forward, and that we really need to be more aggressive?
Yes. So it's not about being on Team Democrat or Team Republican, Team Hillary or even Team Bernie. It's about being on, in my opinion, Team Revolution. How do we get it done? So it's very specific, it's very concrete. We have got to get the money out of politics. Until you get the money out of politics, you keep having to vote for candidates that are for no change, which is a miserable choice to have. So how do you get the money out of politics? You get an amendment. Anything else, they can just bring in new legislators and overturn it if it's a law, if it's just a bill. The Supreme Court keeps overturning the bills anyway. The only thing about both those things is an amendment. You get the amendment, you do real systemic change, and then you'll be amazed at what wonderful candidates you'll get out of that new system.
And we have to encourage people to get more involved in the process, like Bernie talks about. We need a strong, aggressive, progressive agenda like we've not seen in the history of this country, perhaps.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why, as a real progressive, as a person who's in favor of real change, real revolution, I like Bernie Sanders' campaign a lot. I talked about it a lot on the show because he had the right idea. Now, I think the ultimate change is, as I said, that amendment. The way to do it, we think, is Wolfpack. That's a PAC I created to defeat all other PACs and to get money out of politics. So we tell everybody, go to wolf-pac.com, join Team Revolution. We're taking it to the states. You need 34 states to call for a convention to get that amendment. We've already gotten 5 out of the 34. We just got 1 last week.
What is that?
Rhode Island. We got Rhode Island on the map. We've got the largest state in the union, California, on the map. By the way, it's nonpartisan. We've also had hundreds of Republicans vote for it because they hate crony capitalism. At the local level, they also hate the corruption. At the national level, unfortunately, almost all the politicians are corrupt. But at the local level, democracy still exists. That's why you can go to the states to get that amendment.
And be sure whenever you get involved with Wolfpack and use social media, put hashtag Team Revolution.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, go to wolf-pac.com. Join. You could support it if you don't have time. You can support it financially because we're not funded by millionaires and billionaires. We're funded by the American people, just like Bernie Sanders was. Or become a volunteer, better yet. Our volunteers, when they win, just like we did in Rhode Island last week, they say it's the greatest moment they've ever had. Because at the end of the Rhode Island victory, it was totally bipartisan. Every Democrat and every Republican voted for it.
Fantastic.
And the senators stood up and applauded our volunteers. They nearly broke down in tears. So you could be that hero. Don't wait for anyone else. You be the hero.
Thank you so much, Cenk. Cenk Uygur on the NOWMAN Show.
Thank you.
Thank you.